I object and oppose and stand my ground. It has been evidence to me that Peter Gabriel is involved amongst Loop Tank Insurrection Core Group members with the Heidsiegs and so forth, and Gary and these other high hierarchy in it parties. There is Daniel Cortez of Swickley, Pennsylvania. It is evidence to me is involved with this organization, who has always been fantastically obsessed with efforts to be on television and make action movies. And acquaintances, the Larsons, Susan, and Janet of Swickley, Pennsylvania, who were involved since being child molested by my biological father at an occult ritual orgy that YMCA sleepover events advertised actually were, when adults of the local occult faction were invited as their ritual to perform child molestation in a ritualistic orgy, such as the very perverted next-door neighbor I've mentioned before, Gary Horton, who was the father of Mark and Eric Grubb. Gary Grubb, an airplane pilot, and Mark Grubb is known to have exclaimed, quote-unquote, "Go Daddy's dick, while the orgy was in process, as Justin Gwip, who, per flattery of Peter Gabriel, is a recording engineer in New York, or has been, who was leader of the host band, owning a PA system that his parents must have bought him, that lived claustrophobically in their house in Swickley, Pennsylvania, as stereotypical vampires. This happens to be the origin of the Gothic cult by connectivities. Actually, it is said, it seems to be believable to me, that his mother was Elvira, a occasional late night horror movie host. This might be a rumor. It seems to be true. I have memories that seem to corroborate that Justin Gwip killed his parents when they did have behavior of being claustrophobic in their house and were never seen by people. On an occasion, I was innocent in being at his house for approximately 10 minutes during junior high school, arranged between somebody alleging to be his mother and my mother over the phone. I was told that I was to go to his house one day after school. Nobody else was in the house, but it is said to be the place where Rocky Horror Picture Show rituals were carried on, that members, including members of my family, my grandfather and my grandmother, attended, and my parents, at these parties. Doppelganger phenomena spread this interest in being Gothic, which is to try to be outward in public as a vampire instead of claustrophobic, to subvert for it to be acceptable in society. Brian Warner was acquainted with my grandmother, and he is a hybrid doppelganger. Eric Grubb, Justin Gwip, and Larson's, and some others, and exhibits behavior accordingly. So the observation of Pragrys and being next to Ink Eats and Drinks with the Reznr Space Heaters logo advertised conspicuously on the top of the roof is so obvious for my experiences in life that instantly it reminds me of all of these direct nexus associations.